been in freeze for about 7 minutes, but my T3 and my T4 are not pulling down in temperature. My evaporator is not getting cold. I think we need to go up to the roof, see what's going on. So one of these two is my condenser. I'm not sure which one just yet. I've only got one Manitowoc downstairs. I think if that's nice and cold. Let's see what's up with this one. Oh, that's hot. Wow, look at that. That's smoking hot. We're probably out on high head pressure. Let's open this up and see what we find. I about just died. Holy crap. So I was taking these screws out and a freaking bird flew out of this hole and about made me crap myself. There, we're opened up and there's our nest. Looks like something went down in there. I gotta figure out why this thing's not working. So we actually just turned on, but my fan is not spinning. I need to see if my fan cycle switch, which would be this one, I don't know. I think it's this guy right here. I gotta see if that's passing power to my fan. This thing's about to shut off again. Strange, my compressor is actually cold, but my condenser is extremely hot. And it looks like we have a bunch of oil around this side. I'm not sure exactly where it's coming from, but it's not looking good. There we go. I went ahead and threw my gauge on there, and it's gonna go up and up and up. We're gonna go to 450. High pressure switch is gonna cut the system out here in a second. My fan should be going on, but it's not. Now I just gotta figure out why not. All right, so this is my fan cycle switch. It's supposed to be cutting in at 335 PSI, and then not cutting out again until 275. Sometimes when they go out, if you tap on them, they'll start working. This one is not working. My fan spins freely, so I don't think my fan's seized up. I think that this is bad. I don't have a disconnect up here, so I'm not gonna mess with this until I can cut the power to the unit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down, turn off the breaker, and then I'm going to take this out of the system. I'm gonna wire my fan directly to my power source so that anytime my contactor's energized, my fan comes on automatically. That'll tell me whether or not it's just a fan cycle switch that's bad, or if it's a bad fan motor. I went downstairs, turned off my breaker that said ice machine, checked for power. I still have power. That's why you always check beforehand, because 208 doesn't feel good. So I went downstairs, tried again, and got 0, 0, 0. All right, line side, load side. Now I just need to clean this out a little bit and find my wires. Hopefully this makes sense. This is neutral. This is one side of my fan motor that routes from my contactor to my motor over there. My other side of the motor is this one right here, and that's connected to my fan cycle switch. My fan cycle switch goes through that hole to my fan cycle control and then comes back and plugs in to this side of the contactor. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this off, which is one leg of the fan cycle switch. I'm gonna set that aside. This here is the other leg of the fan cycle switch. Take that off, and I'm gonna plug it into this side right here. So these two wires are my fan cycle switch, and I can prove that by pulling them through. And that is my fan cycle switch. Now that is completely out of the system, my fan motor is getting power directly from my contactor. So when my compressor energizes, my fan should energize as well. That's how I'll prove that it's a bad fan cycle switch. But if the motor doesn't come on, then I know my motor's getting power, If it doesn't come on, then it means it's a bad motor. So I gotta go downstairs, turn on the power, and I'll come back on or come back up here and see what's going on. And just like that, we've got fan. So successfully diagnosed a bad fan cycle switch. That looks like it's going slow, but it's actually just the video. It's going full speed. This thing should start making ice downstairs. Looking like some good ice formation. Just make sure it goes into harvest and falls off. Luckily, it's not too cold outside right now. Oh, there we got ice. All right, so let's go over everything again. Bad fan cycle switch. This machine can run without the fan cycle switch, but you're going to experience harvest issues because you're not going to have enough heat to harvest the ice. It's not super cold right now. Maybe it's like 70, but when it gets down to, 35 degrees and that fan's running, that's going to suck up all your heat. Yes, we're a cool vapor defrost, but for whatever reason, that fan still needs to shut off for the ice to fall. If that fan doesn't shut off, your ice doesn't fall, at least at night. During the day, it'll probably run fine, but you're gonna experience all your harvest issues early in the morning to late in the evening. All right, other things. All of this oil, all down this side, all in this area. I suspect there's a leak down there. It would need to get checked out. I'm not gonna do that right now. I need my customer's approval. We're gonna replace the fan cycle switch. There's no caps on any of my Schraders. That needs to get taken care of. This line right here is kinked. Not a big deal, but worth noting so it doesn't get blamed on me. And then this crap right here, this frickin' nest needs to come out of here. Like, that's ridiculous. It's not supposed to be in here. That hole shouldn't be there. It should look like this, which is the old unit. I'm gonna try to find a way to block that off to where my little pigeon friend doesn't go back in there. He was staring at me earlier, all pissed off, like, what are you doing to my home? But you know what? Screw you, make your home somewhere else. So I'm walking around this roof trying to find something to put over there. I got this owl and his broke head is all the way over here in the corner. Look at this thing. Oh, that's kind of scary looking actually. I'm gonna put him in front of that condenser hole, see if that keeps the pigeon away. This is gonna be fun. So that's the best that I can do right now. Put this owl and I think there's some roof drain parts. I'm just gonna block it off like that for now. The customer has their own in-house maintenance people that are gonna come and take care of all this stuff. My job right now was just to get them up and running, and then I may or may not return to replace that fan cycle switch. Yo, this was fun. Hey, if you guys want to know more about Manitowoc and ice machine troubleshooting, check out my channel. I've got tons and tons of videos, and my goal is to get to 1,000 videos. So if there's something on there that you don't see initially, I might end up getting it. So stay tuned.